Hello, hello. Okay, now we're good. It's not my stream if I don't mess it up when it starts, you know. That's how you know that's how you know it's a billionaire ninja stream. Because when it starts, you're not quite sure what's going on. You're like, dude, are you ready? Or but yeah, I am back. I am back, folks. Back like I never left. But I did indeed leave. I took some time off, celebrated my anniversary with the family that everybody kept telling me I had. You know, because I was working so hard, they thought I might have forgot that I had a family, but I didn't. I didn't forget. But alas, even though this stream is very well underway, uh, we got a small tiny issue. Somebody didn't charge the batteries. I don't know. I mean, I don't know who is responsible for charging the batteries around here, but somebody didn't charge the batteries. And whoever that person is, their name will remain anonymous, of course, because but whoever it was, they didn't charge the batteries. So I have no idea how long this stream is going to be. So if you were like, "Hey, you know what I want? I want a stream that has an indefinite amount of time that it's going to go for. We don't know if it'll be 20 minutes. We don't know if it'll be an hour and a half. But we know there's going to be streaming." That's what you walked into today. So, welcome. Welcome to the I have no idea how long we're streaming today's stream. All right. Something's going on with my all right, let's do this. My chat's not showing up the right way. All right. So this will be mostly a chat stream. I don't think I got a whole lot of questions yesterday. So, what's going on there? Oh, wrong one. Oh, over here. Over here. Ugh. There we go. What's up, Meat Salad? What's up, Risto? What's up, Walk on Your Side? Let me know if you can hear me. I'm pretty sure my audio is working now, but I probably had it on something wrong initially because that's just how all my streams start. Hold on, I gotta pop out the Twitch chat. We're almost in business here. Shout out to the dual streamers. You are always appreciated. Just a reminder, our prize for this month's stream is going to be the Argo. What is it? SM, CSV SM. For the Twitch and for YouTube, it is going to be a skin per usual. Exactly, Disarray 306. I blame Chris Roberts for pretty much all of my issues, personal life or otherwise. He can handle it. He's been dealing with, Star Citizen fans screaming at him for years now. I was ranked in the 0.02% of your viewers this past month. That's what I'm talking about, Cody the Grizz. Rep that. Yes. But also, it'll probably slow down because I don't have as many ship reviews to do as much. I do have some ship reviews that are coming. Obviously, there's been a lot of new ships that came out. Um, but the thing is, I did all of these first I did all these first impression videos, right before I went away for my anniversary trip, and then I didn't have enough time to upload them. So let me know in the comments if you still want to see those now that it's like a week later. Cuz I did them. It was there. You know, uh but now they're like super outdated. But family comes first. It is what it is. But I'll put them out. I'll put them out. I was going to do them all as separate videos, but now I might just cut it and just put it in one video and be like, hey, these are my thoughts about these other ships. I still have not walked into a Polaris, but that is on purpose because I didn't have enough time to film that properly before I left. So I do want to completely film my first time getting into a Polaris. So just so you know, that's the thing I still need to do. And my green screen is tripping today like it has never tripped before, but it's probably got something to do with the low battery thing. So we're just going to leave it at that. We're working today. The video is working. The audio is working. This is a rarity for us. If you're new to the stream, welcome to professional billionaire ninjas, where every day everything is working correctly, except for today. That's the story we're going with. Oh, what's up, Artemis? What's up, ETL? Ubo, what's up? Yeah, so this'll mostly be a chat stream. I think I only had one question, which was what's going on with I think it was Ristal, right? Like you asked me a question about what was going on with what was it? Uh EVA. You said EVA wasn't working. I hadn't experienced anything, so I don't know. I don't know. Were you talking about? Were you having an issue with EVA, or were you saying that you just couldn't do it? Oh yeah, that might have just been a bug. If you just got stuck in space, that might have just been a bug. Because I did EVA. It was like 4 or 5 days ago though. So the last time I actually was able to log on, it was like 4 or 5 days ago. So I can't speak for the last 5 days, but I know the last time I logged in, I was able to EVA, and it was pretty normal. So, I don't think they've implemented. And also, was that in the PTU or was that in the live? Also, I haven't saved Statin either. I was supposed to do it. I was supposed to do it that night before I went on my little vacation, and I completely forgot. I fell asleep. It's like I'm getting old or something, you know? You know what's also interesting? And completely unrelated to Star Citizen, I feel like I have gray hairs that appear and then disappear. Because I could have sworn I had way more gray hairs than this. And then I look in the mirror and I'm like, where are they? Where did they go? Right? You can look at previous streams of mine and you can see gray hairs. I'm pretty sure those are gray hairs. And then 2 weeks later, they're gone. Are they playing peekaboo? It doesn't matter. Anyway, back to Star Citizen. How many times have you gotten off topic today? Yes. Yes. Yeah, maybe it was just temporary gray hairs from trying to finish those ships. But yes, thanks, Ray. If you do have a question, put question in front of your question so that I can pull it out. What's up, Darth Wookie? Deadites are us? What's up? Snow White beard. Whoa, ETL and Spades with the 5 memberships. Whoa, man, y'all are always coming through. This is awesome. Welcome to the new members. Shout out to ETL and Spades, always coming through. You're asking where to see your ranking. It's not, as far as I know, if you get like a YouTube thing that shows you your ranking of like how often you watch the channel, it only shows up if you watch a, like a whole lot. Like you have to watch so much that YouTube is kind of being like, hey, you watch this person a lot. And then they kind of, it's kind of like they're asking you if you're okay or if you're doing it on purpose, because they're like, are you a bot or are you okay? It's like that. That's where it's coming from a little bit. All right, I don't have a lot of questions, so I just want to make sure you're putting question in front of it if you have something. Um, they changed the gun on the Intrepid to a size 4. I thought it was already a size 4. But I only kind of did a first look at it. Yeah, but so real quick, so I will put out. You will see my first impressions video. Um, it looks like I was wrong about the Metapin. The medical terrapin is only getting a tier 2 bed, which I'm okay with because I was probably gonna buy it anyway because I'm a huge Terrapin fan, but I also already have a Terrapin, so it's not. It's just either gonna be, if it's cheaper, I melt my Terrapin and get that one, or I just upgrade. So it was easier for me, but at the same time, I'm kind of disappointed, but not quite because I don't know what the price is gonna be yet. So I'm only disappointed if they keep the price at 220 or make it go higher, or if they don't increase the price of the Apollo, because my whole thing was you should put a tier 1 in it based on the price, not necessarily because it needed one, but because of the price point. If I'm paying $220 for a 1 bed medical ship, I'm probably gonna want that to be a tier 1 if I can get 6 beds for $250, which is $30 more. Like that's a no-brainer to me. Now, if I want a little bit more armor, I get the medevac variant of that. Still 6 beds, right? But that's a little bit more expensive now. So now you're talking $50 more. But and that's where you could start to see maybe the price might make sense in relation to the medevac, but not in relation to the Apollo. So I don't know how much I would care about armor, how much more I would care about armor when I could just be serving 5 more people, up to 5 more people, right? Like, because I could just have 2 tier 1s in there, but still, like being able to serve that level of injury, especially if I'm trying to make money as a medic, not just part of a fleet, I could see how that could be an issue. So, yeah, I'm only upset. Well, I wouldn't even really be upset because I love the Terrapin in general. So like I was gonna keep one even before it had utility, like major utility. I was gonna find a little use for that recon ship. I'm just letting you know. I was gonna find it. I was gonna find a use for it. But it's not an upset thing. It's more of a like, I'm starting to learn that CIG is like, they have a thing where they're like, you know what? We could do this thing that would be extremely, extremely cool, but that's a little bit too cool. Let's drop it down a notch. So I will be moving forward with 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 that mindset a little bit. Like, I think the way I think is like, this is what CIG should do. And like, you know what? The folks at CIG, they know well enough that this is what they should do. But I don't think we all think the same. And yeah. And I'll just leave it at that. I don't know. But yeah, tier 2 medical bed is great. As long as it wasn't a tier 3. Tier 3 is where I would be like, whoa, wait, hold on. Why am I getting this instead of a C8R for $40 or whatever the price of it is, $60? Like, that's when I would have had a issue. Much appreciation for the dual stream. Much appreciation. If you're not dual streaming, the reason I asked to dual stream is because Twitch has ads, and so if you, both can have ads depending on where you what you pay for, right? But Twitch's ads are a little bit more intense, so we asked to dual stream on both because we're trying to get to what is it, affiliate or partner status? I think it's partner status. We should have an ad that's starting here pretty soon. I don't know. Oh no, it starts in 2 minutes. We're good. All right, so we've been streaming for 18 minutes. If you're just joining, I'm letting you know now. I have no idea. I have no idea how long this stream is going to be. So get your questions in now because somebody didn't charge the battery and I don't know who that was. I have no idea who that was, but they didn't charge the battery. So because they didn't charge the battery, this stream only lasts as long as the battery lasts in the camera. And the crazy part is I have 2 batteries. 2 very long-lasting batteries. And somehow both of them managed to evade a charge. That's what it was. Nobody failed to charge the batteries. The batteries were evading charges like criminals or something. That's what they were doing. That's the story we're going with. All right, so we got some questions in here. Let's go through. What are your thoughts on the TAC and Max after the Q&A came back? I think I looked at that and I forgot everything that was in it. So let's see. Let's go over it. Well, I will go over it, but let me answer the quicker questions first. Let me see. My opinions on the TAC and Max I don't think are going to change much based on the Q&A. The TAC, the only things that might change my opinion on the TAC are probably going to be like when I fly it in game and see whether it's worth my time, because I did give it kind of a high score. Will you do any major changes to your fleet at IAE? Actually, today and tomorrow are the days where I actually figure out what I'm going to do with my fleet, because I have not sat down like I was supposed to. Last night, I was fixing my D&D character all day, or like all night. So I was like, oh man, I front-loaded the wrong thing. I should have worked on my fleet and then did the D&D character later, but brain's not braining. But yes, there will be at least one major change to my fleet. That's all I can say for now. I will do a video on it, or I'll talk about it in another live. So you'll definitely hear more about the fleet stuff in the future. Can you log out in a med bed? Will the medical terrapin have no bed logging? As far as I know, you can, but I would think that the medical terrapin would have bed logging, but I haven't actually tried it because I literally just walked in and checked it out. You'll see in the video. I'll put the video up at some point, but yeah, It's just a like first look thing. I didn't really get too crazy. I think the only one I actually flew around was the Intrepid because the rest are just variants. So I was like, I don't really need to fly these around right now until I do my reviews, of course. Have you seen the best in show skins and what's your opinion on them? Okay, so I got two things to look up. Yes, one of them is being charged very slowly to the point where even if I swapped it, it would probably not last very long because it was on zero. These batteries have never, I don't even think these batteries have ever been on zero, but for some reason they were on zero. I think, I think they had an auto shut off before while I was streaming, but I don't think they've ever actually been to zero. I think they got like down to like 3%. And then all the electronics were like, nope, we're gonna save everything and shut off right now. And yeah, but now one of them was on zero, so who knows how long that's gonna take to charge. Have I heard much about a Redeemer replacement incoming? No, I have not. IAE is what? What's today? I think today is the 20th, which would mean IAA is this Friday, right? Thursday. Thursday comes after Wednesday. Yep, Thursday comes after Wednesday, and then, yep, Thursday after Wednesday, then Friday. Yep. So that's when we're getting that. Let's see. That's another question about IAE's best in show paint. Okay, so I'll look that up. Cannot log out in a med bed. Okay. The last like 50 times that I logged out of Star Citizen, I just closed it. So I really am probably not the best person to ask. I was just like, all right, I'm done. All right, exit to desktop. Okay. All right. Let me look at these things. Uh, let's see. Best in show paints and the Q&A. All right. Let me check those out. Actually, I'm going to check them out over here because this screen is far away. Woo, look at that. Look at that. Bam. All right, so best in show skins 29.54. Let's see. I like to see this stuff live. Okay. That one's okay. So the F8C one is okay. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. I like that they did something different rather than going like super masculine, all black. I like that they did something different, but it's not. It's the design that makes me lean back a little bit, not necessarily the color choice or anything. But I do like it. I don't. If I'm rating it out of 10, I'd give it like a 7. Like it's not bad. The C1 one, I like the C1. That one I really actually like. Yeah, the one for the C1 I actually like. I know people are probably going to have an issue with that color, but I like it. You know, I like the C1. I like the Terrapin one. Again, I think people are going to have issues with that color. I personally don't have an issue with the color. I also think the Terrapin is about to get a bunch of skins because of the medical Terrapin. So I'm not too particularly worried about that. But yeah, I like all of these. And the Terrapin just got a that green and whatever, that Halloween skin. Yeah, I think so the C1 I think is the best looking of the bunch. The Terrapin is the second best looking, and then probably the FAC is the one where I'd say that's the worst looking. But I don't hate any of them. Um, I think I definitely know that people are gonna have issues with purple. Like I think for sure people are gonna have issues with purple. But this is why it's so weird because on one hand, like I recall Ship Showdown, and I remember how everybody was pushing so hard for like, their ship, right? And I remember being like, I the only reason I want a ship to win is because a ship doesn't have a skin, but like that's more like the, tied with the secondary purpose, which is I want this ship to get some attention, because if we remind people that this ship exists, right, then maybe it gets some attention, right? So like, I was glad that the Gladiator even made the list, because or maybe it's just me, but it seemed to me like very close to the Gladiator making that list, the Gladiator got an update. And I don't know if that's the case, but I don't know if that was like in the works forever or what. But I think Best in Show, to me, you can use it as like a popularity meter, and you could just say, well, we all love the F8C, so boom. We all love the Terrapin, boom, we all love the C1, right? Or you can use it as a way to bring attention to a ship that doesn't normally get attention that's in game, right? So I think I would prefer that going forward we do that. We look at Best in Show as like trying to bring attention to some ships that don't normally get attention. With, of course, like, yes, it's going to get a skin, but look at this. If you're upset about these skins, we did this to ourselves. And I'm including myself, even though I didn't vote for half the ships that won, right? I didn't vote for half the ships that won, but I'm still including us as we, because this is what happens. I like the skins, so it doesn't bother me, but I'm just giving you an example of like, this is what can happen if it's just, we're going to vote for the coolest ship every single time. The coolest ship might get a skin that you don't even want. So like, you're better off just voting for the ships that, that need some attention. And then the cool ships are going to get skins because everybody buys them. Like the F8C was always going to get skins. It was just a matter of time. The C1, I think the C1 already had skins, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it did. It had that cool skin that I don't own, that I should have bought. But yeah, it has like a really cool skin with it. And I think it actually has a few skins now. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the cool ships are going to get skins. The Terrapin, that's the one that I was worried about. I wasn't sure if the Terrapin was going to get skins, but now that we know that their Metapin is a thing, we know that I would be flabbergasted if the Metapin doesn't have at least 2 skins that come with it. 2 skins coming with the Metapin's release would make total sense. So yeah, even then I was worried about it, but you got to remember, looking at those 3 ships, like the F8C came out, and it's it was kind of the new hotness when the Overdrive initiative happened. And then we got the C1 is a fairly new ship in general. Like, it's not new, but it's new in comparison to the other 2 as far as the names being mentioned and their existence. And the Terrapin was kind of like the oldest one there, right? And the Terrapin hadn't really got a whole lot of updates. So to me, I was like, I need the Terrapin to get some I need them to look at that. But it turns out that they had the Metapin just sitting there the whole time, or at least they had it sitting there for a while. So to me, I think this is kind of the lesson. I hope whatever lesson you get from this, I hope you learned some type of lesson from it. Whether it's, yeah, you know, I wanted the F8C Lightning to win a skin, and I love the skin, so I'm going to do the exact same thing. Or if it's like, I hate the skin, I probably should have voted for something else, because then they probably wouldn't have wasted their time on this skin and did it a different way. Whatever lesson it is, I hope you're learning something. Whether it's, I'm going to do exactly what I want, what I did last time, or I'm going to do it completely different. Will I be making a CCU video for IAE? I will be making a ton of videos. I'm actually going to try to stream every single day until IAE starts, and then I'm not sure if I'll stream the day it starts, because I have to buy ships myself. So we'll see. I also have no idea how much battery I have left. Oh my goodness, this is the best stream yet, because it's a surprise when it's going to end for both of us. For all of us. When will the stream end? No one knows. All right, ad break in 2 minutes. Let me get these questions. Does anyone know the 3 times the Idris M will be available? I don't think they sell the Idris M as far as I know. Right? It's the Idris K. You can only get the Idris M if you buy that pack. Right? You have to buy, or Idris P. My bad. It's the Idris P, and then you can get the K. The K is the kit. So yeah, I don't think you can get the Idris P, but no, I don't think the time that it should be available. If I remember correctly, it was like 8 a.m., 12 p.m., and then 4 p.m. But that's me going Eastern Standard Time, so you would have to convert that. But I'm pretty sure it was like every 4 hours during the day. But I know one of those is wrong, because I can't. I think they had like a midnight one too, so maybe it was 4 times. I don't know. But I know. In the middle of the day, it's normally spread out at least like 4 hours between 2 of them. So I will definitely be making the CCU videos for IAE, though. I will be making a lot of videos, so tune in the next week and a half, because there's going to be a lot of stuff coming at you. I'm going to be doing buyer's guides. I'm going to be doing new ship reviews for the ships that are finally released. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, then I'll break down every day what ships are available, and I'll also be try to walk through IAE while I do that. We'll see. Medevac or Metapin? I would get the Medevac, at least right now, until I know how much the Metapin costs. I don't know how much the Metapin costs. But either way, I own an Apollo Medevac, and I own a Terrapin, which will be the Metapin. So I can't really, I own both, so it's hard to say which one would I pick. But right now, it would be the Medevac, just because I don't know how much the Metapin costs. All right, ad break. What we got here on YouTube, though? We got any questions over here? What's up, legitimate leader? I see you. Hey, if you can't dual stream, it's all good. I'm just asking. That's all we can do in life, is just ask. But you can't receive if you don't ask. But if you can dual stream, I appreciate it. If you can't, hey, those are the breaks. But dual streaming is always appreciated. Always appreciated. Let me see what you guys got here on YouTube, though. Let's see. Oh, you wanted me to put the the best in show skins on screen? I can do that. Avert your eyes if you don't want to see the best in show skins. I'm only going to show them very quickly, and then I'm going to take them off the screen. But just so you know, 3, 2, 1, go! Ha! 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 That's the F8C one. There's your C1, and then there's the Terrapin. I like all three of them. The C1 is my favorite of the three. This is my least favorite, but I still like it. This is my second favorite. And there we have it. All right, what else we got? YouTube. Yeah, I think a lot of us when we like when I say I mentioned the thing about the best in show thing or the ship showdown thing. I don't particularly care what wins. I try to affect the outcome as much as I can, and like I have like this, but I have about this much of a care of which actually wins because I know it can just eventually devolve to into a popularity contest. I think for me it's more like what do we want? Like I want the community to decide what they want, right? Like and obviously I'm asking the Star Citizen community this, so you know that's an interesting question to try to ask any community, let alone the Star Citizen community. So, but yeah, for me it's like what do we want this to be? Do we want it to just be a popularity contest? Because in that case, why even make it a showdown? Like why make it a showdown? Just like take the 4 most purchased and most flown ships and just put those in the showdown. Like these are the ones that are the most flown, and these are the ones that are the most like purchased. So yeah, and then every year it could just be that. And like, what's the point of the showdown? You might as well just do that. But if you're gonna try to make it interesting, if you're gonna try to, see like what ship is actually going to win and make it actually a competition, we have to figure out what we want the winner to be. We know that they get skins, but I think the attention on the ship is more important than the skins. But I do think the skins are important as well. So, yeah, you just got to figure out what that is. Let's see. Let's see. What you got? What you got? It looks like it's purple to me, but I'm a little colorblind, so it could be violet or something. I don't know, but it looked purple to me, and it sounded like people were saying it was purple, so I'm going with purple. You automatically get the skins if you own the ship. I think it's at the time of the at the date that they are released. If you own the ship at the date that they are released, as far as I know. But you have to own it. It can't be purchased in game. It has to be purchased outside of game to get that. So what I know some people do, and I'm not suggesting you do this. I just know that some people they purchase a ship that they just want to get the skin for, and then they melt it for credits and then buy whatever else because they just wanted to get the skin. So that's something that I've heard people do. Yeah, the M is in that 15K pack. By the way, right? Like the only pack that I've looked at like 20 different times to consider if I was going to purchase it is the 15K pack. But it's so outdated that I know I would never get it. If they updated these packs, there's a very high chance that I would purchase a lot of these packs, but they're so outdated. And I really like next CitizenCon, if they haven't updated them, I'm going to talk to every single developer I see, and I'm going to be like, hey, I'll do it for free. Give me some access, some temporary access. I will create you some packs. I will gather the other creators that have talked about this before, and we will get it done. We will create some packs for you that will sell out. Like, you want to make some money? Let us do this. Yeah, and like we can have a symposium right there. Half the creators that are interested in this are gonna either be at that CitizenCon or they'll be available via phone or something. But yeah, CIG, you got to do some new packs. Like, cause right now, I mean, in general, I tell people to stay away from packs, but I really just got that information from the info runners. But it's also, there's like one or two packs that do save you like 30%. So yeah, maybe those or around 30%, but you're still locked in and you can't melt things the way you want to. So you really have to be certain about your fleet. And I don't know how anybody's certain about their fleet right now. I still have a pack, but luckily the ships that I have in that pack were ships that I knew for a fact that I always wanted to keep. So like my Polaris is in there. My Banu Merchantman is in there. Like it's ships that my Orion, I think. These are ships that I know for a fact, like they're not going anywhere. Like these are my ride or die ships. So yeah. But I think if they came out with new packs and threw some things in there that were rare, people would buy the packs. Because you can't just say, buy this pack because of the discount. No, it has to be something in there that's either rare, difficult to get, or something. So it's like, yeah, you're locking yourself into, whatever these ships are and not being able to melt them without melting the whole pack, but you get this thing. And that's the reason you're doing it in the first place. And so the $15,000 pack is a kind of a sign of that, but it's just not reasonable because like, I'm not just going to get that for the Idris M. I don't want the Idris M that bad. I want it, but I don't want it that bad. So if that was in maybe like a $4,000 pack or $5,000 pack or something, that would make more sense where it was just like that ship and maybe like 2 or 3 other capitals or something where it's like, if you buy all 3 of these capitals, you get all 3, like, or something. Or maybe they come with a unique skin or something. Just, you gotta give an incentive for people to buy packs. You can't, the discounts aren't enough anymore because we can figure that out with CCU chains or upgrade chains, whatever we're calling it now. Yeah, so that's all I say. What else we got? When are you going to get your org set up and what will its focus be? I haven't figured that out yet because it's kind of far away. I don't plan on doing the org stuff until next summer. Like, I'm not even really focusing on it until next summer because I have a lot more things to do with this channel more things I need to figure out with the channel. I'm actually, I don't know if I've said this before, but I'm actually writing a book. And I have to finish that before I put any more effort into Star Citizen. And I'm hoping to finish that in January. So yeah, if I finish that, then I can start thinking about org, but I can't. I have to finish that book first. So yeah. Let's see. Get in the main page and scroll down. Get on the Free Fly article. Yeah, Drunken Citizen, start a channel. I always tell people it looks harder than it is. It's mostly the time and the dedication and the consistency. You have to be consistent. You don't have to really be good at it. I mean, look who you're on a stream with. I mean, I got better at it, but was I good at it when I started? Absolutely not. Absolutely, it wasn't even. It's not even like that. I don't even. Come on. But yeah, every person I've talked to since I've started my channel that's wanted to start one, their biggest problem is consistency. They think that they have to have the perfect idea or the perfect content. I don't think so. I think you really just have to find your niche. Like, why are you making videos? Why aren't you just doing a podcast? Why are you making it a video instead of making it, just you talking? Is there some visual element to it that actually matters to you? Or is it just a virtual diary for you? Because then it doesn't even matter if anybody else likes it because you're just making it for you. So you have to just find your reason for why you're making the content and then just be consistent. And as long as you have that reason and you have a little bit of consistency, whatever else happens is whatever else happens. Because unless your reason is to like make money or something, but then I would say you're probably not in the right industry because game streaming can make you money, but like you're gonna have to do a lot of it, like, and in way too much of it to be in it for the money. And you're gonna have to be really good at whatever you're doing, or just extremely interesting to listen to, which is much harder to do than it sounds. But yeah, I think everybody can. I think everybody can do it. So let's see. Do I have an editor or do I edit everything myself? So if you've watched my videos for a long time, then you know who Steve is, and Steve is my editor. So there you have it. Dual stream and ye shall receive both. Yes, you shall receive both. That's the biggest thing for the dual streamers. That they have access to both prizes, which is one is going to be like a vehicle or something, and then the YouTube prize is always the skin. They blocked the VPN you were using to watch Twitch. No, tell them to turn it back on. Tell them. Is your wallet ready for IAE? And what are my must buys? Woo, woo. My wallet is ready because I'm mostly spending credits. Like, I think I may have like some CCU, like Warbond CCUs that I'm getting to just to like save a certain amount of money, but it's mostly credits. So my wallet is very much ready because my wallet won't have to open very much. But I've also spent 11,000 plus on this game. So, I mean, are we still having wallet conversations at that point? I mean, we're past wallet conversations after you've spent that much. I think whether the wallet is open is pretty much like we know that the wallet's open. I mean, it's been open too much. I think we're clearly in that territory. Drunken citizen, your name is true. Oh, okay. So the BIS paints are on the RSI website. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, the skins are a little plain, but I think for me it depends on the skin that it comes with, right? So like the C1 skin is a little plain in general to me, so I think this is an improvement on the base C1 skin. But if you just like the plain white on the C1, then obviously you're just gonna like that. But I think that one is the one that I like the most out of the three. But the Terrapin didn't really have skins. It had now one skin added, and now it'll have the Metapin skin, and probably two will be added now. But like at the time we were voting, no. And the FHC, it had two skins already, actually. It had the Shockwave skin and the Executive skin. So, but that's what people voted for, you know? I don't know that these skins are going to be high effort skins every year. I wouldn't be upset at CIG for doing like kind of a lower effort skin one year and then a higher effort skin the next year, depending on what their time crunch is. But once the game is out and it's like official and everything's good and we're not doing crunch time to get, the 2026 release date for Squadron 42 or whatever. When we're not doing that, that's when I would expect the skins to get a lot more detailed. And these are just like for the people who own the ship anyway, right? So it's not like if I own a Terrapin, like I was gonna own my Terrapin anyway, right? So if so either I do nothing and get a skin, or I vote for my Terrapin and get a skin. It's not we're not giving up a whole lot, I guess, to get these skins, right? It's for the people who already own them, right? That's why they make it to where you can't get it unless you own it. Otherwise, they could just sell it. Because like, and that's one of the things. And this is where I get into my soapbox of like, what CIG is money. Like people say CIG is money hungry. I'm like, CIG is a business. I wouldn't say money hungry, but if you look up the definition of a business, is to make money. I mean, I get that they care more about their product than the average business does, but it's a business. I mean, I think maybe that's just American culture seeping into my brain or whatever. But anytime I hear that something is a business, I automatically think, well, their primary goal is to make money, and then everything else is secondary. So maybe we put too much heart into these companies, and we're like, you should be better than that. But I'm like, it's a business. At the end of the day, it is a business. And one of the things that they very much could have done already to make more money is just sell the BIS paints flat out. Like, and they could have sold them right after CitizenCon. If we're saying they're low effort, I don't think they're low effort, but if we're saying they're low effort, they could have sold them right after. In fact, they could just every time somebody's onboarding, they could be like, create a skin and we're going to sell it. And like, I just don't see them do that. Like and the same thing with LTI. Like I know they would make a killing if they sold LTI. I know that there's so many things that I like now that I've talked to developers and I've heard them say like, yeah, we know how much money that thing would make, and we're not doing it because of the like solidarity of the game or whatever. I don't think that is just a bunch of money hungry people behind the it's a business. So I need that to be clear, that the focus is to make money, but it's also not just a whole bunch of like money hungry people sitting back like, yeah, how can we make money? Because they have these things that they haven't done that definitely would have made them money. Like imagine you had to pay $1 for every buyback. Imagine you could purchase buyback tokens for $50 or $20 or $10, whatever. It could be $5. It doesn't matter. They could, all these things that they could do. Imagine in order to melt a ship, you had to pay $1. Imagine like restocking fees. Like there's so many things that they can be doing. And this is coming from somebody who has a business degree, mind you. I'm not just talking about this as like random YouTuber number 346. I'm just saying like, it's a business. All right, off the soapbox. My must buys, I will do a video on my must buys. But yeah, my wallet is always ready. Let's see. Right. Most flown is not the same as most popular. I was just saying you could do a most flown versus most purchased. And then you could, like, that's just an example of like what you could do. Like this ship is the most flown, this ship is the most purchased, this ship is the most hours were recorded in this versus this other one or something like that. Like, I'm just saying they could just put those categories in and then we could pick from there if that's what it's about. But I don't know. I'm saying most popular is pretty easy. Okay, so you have to own the BIS ship by the end of IAE, which is when they give you the BIS paint. So you can't just buy it the day that it goes live. You have to just, if you're going to be one of those people who has the ship, just keep it until you see the skin in your account, I guess. Let's see. What's everyone's biggest ship? My like, what do you mean biggest? Because I would say, size-wise, it's probably going to be the Endeavor or Orion. Um, Speaking of the winners, I am just curious for the Carrick, who was the second and third name that you drew? Ooh, I don't even know if I still have that paper. That because the ship was already claimed, so nah, I don't think I have the paper with that on it anymore. Everybody who drew came forward to collect. So much appreciated, Ryan, for the dual stream. Each manufacturer day appears every other 2 days. Can I purchase ships that came on sale the 22nd up until the end of the IE event? Oh man, why am I'm blanking on this question right now? If my memory serves, every ship that was available the previous day is still available the next day, except for the limited ships. But I'm not. I don't remember ever doing that. I think that's the way it works. Somebody correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure once the ship goes on sale and it moves on to the next manufacturer, the previous ships are still on sale. But I don't think everything is still on sale. So like I don't know if the war bonds will still be there and stuff like that. But if I think your ability to purchase the ship will still be there, not necessarily the deals or discounts or war bonds though. And then at the end of the show, they all come back on sale. So even if you weren't able to purchase them that very next day, at the end of the sale, they're all on sale for like I think 2 or 3 days or something like that. Mark Gibson gave the Carrick some love for the next publish. Yeah, selling land plots. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. When we So the Terra system I think is going to be the first time where we see like land plots go for like an insane amount of money. And this is just for like early adopters, like people who don't play the game for another 2 or 3 years whenever it's like final. Those people are going to be paying even more than the early adopters are paying. So land plots are going to be huge. But wait until the soul system is introduced. The amount of money people are going to spend to get land on Earth is going to be astronomical. Like, you thought ships was bad. Oh my goodness. Land plots are about to be crazy. And imagine if they start making you take out space like plots. Like if you have to, in order to build your space station above this planet, you have to pay for the area above the planet that you're going to hold it. Man, the money options are crazy. Put me in a room with put me in a room with Chris Roberts and Richard Tyrer and Dave Haddock and Benoit Bossinger and put me in a room with all the top folks, and I'm telling you, I could explain to them about 100 just off the top of my head. Like I don't need to prep for this presentation at all. I could go in the room and I could give them 150 ways that they can make money that are not things that they're currently doing. So again, that's why I say if it is a business, but they could be doing much more if they really just needed money. And so, yeah, that's why I don't really trip about the things that they do because I know they could be doing more. Except for the Atlas, I had a little, yeah. Me and CIG had a little tiff about that one, but that's about it. And I'm sure there'll be future things I don't like that CIG does, but hey. Um, so yeah, so the ships are available. The ships are available. So if you start CitizenCon, let's say RSI, actually the schedule's already out. I think it's like Aegis or something. Let's say Aegis is the first day and then Anvil is the second day. So if Aegis is the first day, all those ships will be available. Then you have war bonds and limited ships, hull limited. So as in the one that has a number next to it that they're only going to sell so many of these and then they sell out. The next day, when it becomes Anvil Day, after Aegis Day is over, when you get to Anvil Day, you will see that Aegis ships are still available, but the hull limited ships are only going to still be available if they have them in stock, which that's just probably not going to happen. Maybe like the most expensive ships, even the Javelin sells out nowadays. Like the Javelin, I think the only one I've ever seen be available for longer was the Kraken Privateer. I think that's the only one I've ever seen where like you could pretty much just log in and get one. But pretty much everything else was gone. But yeah, the when you log in on Anvil Day, the hull limited ships will be gone, and the war bonds will be gone from the previous day because every single day they do 1 or 2 war bonds, maybe 3. I don't remember them doing 3, but I think it was 1 or 2 war bonds, and then those war bonds change the next day. So they're basically saying you got to spend the money today. But to be fair, though, you don't always have to purchase the ship that day. So like, for instance, if the ship you want happens to have just like, if you just wanted a CCU, you could just get the upgrade to that ship. And then whenever your check comes in, you could get that. You could pay for the rest of it or whatever, and get the rest of the upgrades or whatever. So for instance, if I wanted a Starfarer, then I might get an upgrade from, trying to think of ships I actually know the prices of. I don't know the ships. I don't know. An F8C. Let's say, yeah, that's crazy. Let's get an upgrade from an F8C to a Starfarer. I think the Starfarer is like 315 or 330 or whatever. So instead, I would just pay the F8C, which is 300. I would pay the $15 or $30 price, and then I wouldn't own the ship, but I would have a CCU to it. So whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Sounds right. I'm pretty sure. Or I could just be babbling. I'm pretty sure I'm not babbling though. I'm pretty sure that's right. And I think some people in the comments are saying that as well. Stop giving CIG more ideas to say. I'm not. They have to pay me. I told they could put me in a room, but they have not. I didn't even get a picture with Chris Roberts because he was super busy. And they had like a short line right after he spoke the final day. There was like a line where he went out and there was like, I didn't know he was out there because obviously I would have went to go stand in line, but I was watching like the rest of the show and talking to people and picking up my equipment and stuff like that. So by the time I went out there, the line was extremely long. And then the community manager, I can't remember his name, Ulf, I believe it was Ulf. I'm not 100% sure. He came and he was like, hey, Chris Roberts has to go. This is a line of like 300 people. He cannot stay for all of you. But he did. He really tried. And I gotta give a shout out to Chris Roberts for that. Like, he put in as much effort as he could to take pictures with people. He shook my hand. Like, I got to like meet him. Like, he stopped and shook my hand and stuff. So that was still cool. But because you could tell he just couldn't take a picture at that moment, and I didn't want to even put him in that position to say no. But I'm going to every CitizenCon, so I'll get another chance. But yeah, I got to give him credit because at every stage of his interaction with people, he was always trying to like let people get pictures, shake hands, whatever. So gotta give him credit for that. Let's see. Oh, whoa, I am way behind on some of these chats. If you're just joining, hey folks, I have no idea when this stream is going to end. We are completely dependent on my battery right now. So I hope that my battery lasts long. But how long have I even been streaming for? I have no idea. How long have we been going? Let's see. We're past an hour, so it already lasted longer than I anticipated. So that's good. So we'll try to answer as many questions as we can because I'm gonna guess that we are very low on battery power right now. I can't see it from where I'm sitting, but I'm gonna guess we're really low. So I'm gonna try to rapid fire some of these questions, and yeah, let's see if we can get through some stuff. All right. Much appreciation to the dual stream gang. Let's see. Oh, they got a whole thing. The cutoff time for the first wave of BIS rewards is December 1st, 4 p.m. And then December 1st at 4 p.m. UTC, and then December 2nd. Or wait, the first wave is something like that. So December 1st, December 2nd, it seems like it was when we're going to get that stuff. Yes, Bugfang, you're correct. Packs are poop, just CCU. That's why I say, like, if you're going to make a pack, it's got to have something unique in it that makes people want to purchase the pack outside of just saving money or whatever. Like a limited skin or like the Idris M, you can only get out of a pack, but I just think they were like a little bit intense when they put that in only a $15,000 pack. I think even just a 7,500, if they put that in the $7,000 pack, which I think is the Terminus pack or something like that. If they put that in the $7,000 pack, I think a lot of people would have bought it just because they were trying to get that Idris. But I think they want to limit the Idris, so they're like, if you're gonna get the Idris, you gotta buy this thing. So it's like a weird balance of not wanting too many people to have the Idris, but also like the Idris sells out every single time you sell it. So I don't know how realistic that is anymore. Yep, packs are too outdated. What's up, Laharl? Yeah, Perseus for 51% off. No pack is doing that, right? And that's what I say. Like it's got to have more than just a percentage off. It's got to have something unique in there. Like for instance, that I'll tell you right now, if they did a $2,000 pack and it had the Nautilus with the Solstice skin, it had well, let's see, it's $2,000, so I'm trying to make sure that this actually makes sense. A Nautilus with the Solstice skin, and let's say, and an LTI 890 jump, and yeah, they could just put those two things in. I would buy that for 2,000 right now. Yep. That's only a value of 700 and what? And what's the price for the 890 jump? 900 or something like that. So it's like 1,500, and you're paying extra for that stuff, right? But Well, no, they'd probably have to throw in some like small ships to make up. That's too big of a difference. So it would have to be like I don't know, throw a F8C Lightning in there. All three, just those three ships, and that's still only a value of I think like $1,800, but you're paying $2,000 for it. Like those three ships, that's me personally. I would buy that pack, even though I already have an F8C, and even though I already have a Nautilus, I would melt that Nautilus and buy the pack. And I don't have an 890 jump, so I'm just saying like the biggest draw to that though is the LTI on the 890 jump. The second biggest draw is the Solstice skin on the Nautilus. Two things that are fairly rare, right? So that's all I'm saying is I wouldn't be buying that for a discount, because in fact I would be paying more for those ships. So sometimes it's not about the discount, it's about the rarity of the thing you get. Yeah, I have an Excel spreadsheet. Yep. It needs to be edited, which I haven't done. The hardest part of getting a channel started is finding your thing. The second hardest thing is being consistent, because it is very difficult. Yeah. Arcane said it did not look easy when you started today. It never looks easier when I started. Don't look at me for the does it look easy thing. Yeah. Woo! I am not the guy. I would be very good at explaining how to start a channel and stuff like that. But if you watch me, you're gonna be like, bro, is this your first day? like, bro, did you just figure this out yesterday? Because yeah, I think I have one of those brains where like I can see what I'm supposed to do, and it looks so clear in my mind, and then my fingers start moving and just randomness happens. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Much appreciated. Oh my goodness, a lot of dual streamers today. Much appreciated. My wallet will be way too open this IE. Resist disarray. Resist. What is my favorite ship ever? Purchasable. My favorite purchasable ship ever? Ooh. I don't think you're gonna like my answer to that, because it's gonna be the Polaris. Right now, it's gonna be the Polaris. In game, it's gonna be the Polaris. But technically, oh, did I disappear? Hey, green screen. Oh, we're off. We lost video. I think battery died. Battery died. I think we lost video, folks. But I think you can still hear me. You can't see me, but you can hear me. So I'm gonna rapid fire the end of these questions. Enjoy my beautiful background here, and then I'll rapid fire the answers to these questions, and then we'll end it there. But we did know that was gonna happen. Oh wait, you know what? We're gonna try something here. Here, hold on. Give me a second. Folks. Give me a second. Okay, what if we do this? We do this. Okay, we're trying some stuff. Let's see if we do this. Do this. Hold on. I think we might be able to make this work. If people can still hear me. Oh. Oh. Oh, hey, we're back. We're back. You can't see me because it's out of focus. Hold on. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Uh, 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 uh. Come on. Come on. Focus, focus, focus. Focus for me. Oh, hey, oh. That looks pretty good. Nope, nope, that looks bad. Nope, nope. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay, okay. Hey, hey, we're back. We're back. Some people went on an ad break before I fix this, and they're gonna come back and they're gonna be like, hey, you're back. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm back. Yeah, because luckily we did charge the other battery, and it did get a little bit of charge because we lasted a little bit longer than we anticipated. But this battery is not going to last anywhere near as long, so I still need to push through the questions. All right. Let's go. What do we got? Oh wait, I was answering a question when that all happened. So I'll give you one at every price point because I don't know if because I like really big ships. So me saying like my favorite one is the Polaris or whatever is like, okay, yeah, but like how about a ship that like everybody would purchase? So at the $100 range, I'm gonna go tie between Titan and Cutter. Below $100. Above 100, like 100 below, but below 200, I'm gonna go Cutlass Black. I'm trying to rapid fire these. I could probably do some more analysis on these, but ships that I'm like just comfortable saying from 200 to 300 is going to be the Connie Taurus. From 300 to 400, ooh, I'm starting to forget the prices of the ships. I'm gonna say you said purchasable in game, so oh man, that's a 300 to 400. I'm having trouble with that one. I'll go with, well, I guess it would have to be below 400, but we'll just open it up. 300 to 500, because then I'll probably go C2. No, 300 to 400 would be Caterpillar. 300 to 400 would be Caterpillar. 400 to 500 in game, it's probably going to be the C2 or the M2. 500 to 600. I don't even know what's $500 anymore. I don't know. Once you get into the $500 range, I think it's like whatever. So yeah, that's when I'm talking Polaris, A2, stuff like that. So. The executive edition is a full-on variant. Oh yeah, I guess yeah, because the interior is different. Yeah. I wouldn't know. I don't own one. No, I that makes total sense. They could simplify the paint options. When the Nomad released, its Warbond CCU came with LTI, so you can add LTI to your non-LTI ship when you upgrade it to the Nomad. I used it on the Fortuna Rover in the Legends pack to give the Emerald Phoenix LTI. I think the LTI Nomad Warbond CCU goes for around 75 to 100 on the gray market with a $5 melt value. Yep, that's right. Somebody gifted one of those to me. So much appreciation. I believe it was ETL. Was that you? I don't know. I don't know if you want to say who it was, but if my memory serves, I'm not even sure I got it right. But I think ETL gave that to me. Because I was not going to buy one. I was just going to be like, it is what it is. But so much appreciated. Dope community out here we got. My, let's see. Yeah, the land plots were previously sold $50 for 4 kilometer by 4 kilometer and 100 for 8 kilometer by 8 kilometer. Yeah, I don't know if they'll keep selling those. I think they also plan to have way less players around the time they were selling those. So it's like a whole thing. Um, what did the stream go? I know like my video disappeared, but did the video disappear the same time that the ad started? That was perfect timing if that's what happened. Yes, my wallet isn't open this year, but I would spend $2,000 today if they had this pack. Yes, but I also know that they're not going to have this pack. So that's the great thing about hypotheticals is I can say it and know that I don't have to actually do it. um, let's see. Yeah, I got my. Yep, Perseus for 270. I think mine was 290, so you beat me. Uh, Only getting packs if they come with LTI. Much appreciate that sentiment because that's kind of what I'm on. I'm late. I'm a ninja, so I'm leading you into a false sense of security. Oh no, that's not the way I ninja. My ninja is you don't see me coming. So if you feel like you're being lulled into something, you're already not a target because if you were, you wouldn't even know it because by the time the target is hit, it's already over. It's already over. Okay, Bognagus is up there. Okay, so we should raid Bognagus when we're ready to hop out. Oh, Valk is a nice option for 350, but my only thing about the Valk is to me the Valk is always needs a little bit more, so I got to give it to the cat. All right. I think we are about at the end of the stream, folks. I lasted much longer than I anticipated. The battery did go out on us, but we persevered because this is Star Citizen. It's what we do. All right. That's awesome. All right, we're gonna raid Bog Nagus. I think I'm already following Bog Nagus, so that should be good. All right. Much appreciation to everybody who watched, especially those who dual streamed. Go check Bog Nagus out for like a few seconds at least and let him know what you think about his stream. Leaving a few comments is always pretty good when you raid. I think just to be like, hey, I like this about your setup or whatever. But yeah, much appreciation, folks. We made it. We made it. This is a pretty long stream for a battery that only had 30%. I don't know whose fault that is. Anyway, yeah, let's raid. Thanks, everybody. Much appreciation to all of you. All right, let's raid.